What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's do a little recap over our free picks yesterday. So we ended up 3-1 on the day. The only one that missed for us was Harrison Barnes over points and rebounds. So that one really sucked, man. Barnes ended up with less playing time than he had in pretty much any other game this season so far, and that was without Wemby. He only played 20 minutes. He had 11 PR, so kind of close. He didn't shoot good at all. Just a bad game for our man Barnes. Actually, the Barnes brothers are the only two that missed it out of all of our NBA props last night. We ended up 8-2 on our NBA props. Scotty Barnes and Harrison Barnes being the only two that missed. So overall on our NBA props, we did good. I did split two slips, man. I had Barnes, Harrison Barnes and Scotty Barnes on two separate slips. So I ended up splitting those two on chalkboard, which really sucks. But overall, wasn't too bad. And hopefully we can do even better tonight on our NBA props. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, head on over to our WAP or our Patreon. We'd love to have you guys in that. It's free to join our Discord. There is a paid section of our Discord, which is $10 a week or $25 a month. Totally up to you, whichever one you guys want to buy. But we'd love to have you guys in the Discord server. So I'm going to close these out. I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. So if you guys want a chance at winning free VIP, leave a like on this video, leave a comment on this video, and make sure you guys are subscribed. You do have to be subscribed. If we get 150 likes on this video, I will pick a random comment down below to win a free month. So let's pick our winner from yesterday's video. Winner is for I'm just gonna call you BG. So BG said Pirtle got an illness. I'm a roll with Scotty Barnes. Yeah, Pirtle ended up being a DNP. He was our fifth play yesterday, which is very unlucky on that one. But Scotty Barnes ended up struggling last night too, because Barnes sold me. Because I thought the same thing, BG, man. I thought, yo, Pirtle's not playing. Let's throw Scotty Barnes on here. Scotty Barnes is definitely going to turn up. But a lot of blowouts last night too, man. That game was a blowout. It sucks, but it is what it is. But anyway, BG, send me a message on Discord, dude. You got a free month of VIP. Appreciate the love and support from all of you guys. And yeah, let's jump into these free picks, guys. So I got 4 picks for today that I like right now. I actually have 5, but one of them I'm not 100% sure if I want to actually keep as a free pick or not, just because it's not on the board, man. A lot of plays not on the board right now. It's just early, man. 1 a.m. right now where I am. Really, really tired, dude. It's about my bedtime, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to get this video out early. I'm not going to be able to do it in the morning. So I'm trying to at least get some picks in. But not much on the board, like I said. Not a lot to choose from. But let's jump into these picks, guys. So first pick of the day I locked in is for our man Clint Capela. And I took his PRA. So he's not on the board on Prizepicks. As you can see, I don't even know if he's on Parlay Play. If you guys do want a free month of VIP, you can sign up for Parlay Play. And Capela's not on here as well. So you can get him on Underdog. You can get him on Sleeper. You can get him on Chalkboard right now at 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I like this play, man. I also like his double-double. Now, you can get really good value on a Capela double-double on Chalkboard, 2.65x, which is good value here. Capela has cashed this 20.5 in 13 of 23 games on the season, averaging 21.3. So really close to that number. He's cashed it one of his 2 games versus the Lakers. They are playing against the Lakers tonight, obviously. I've already told you guys this in several videos. I love targeting teams versus the Lakers because the Lakers give up so many stats. So you can see here, points allowed 22nd, rebounds 16th, and assists at 28. Lakers give up a lot of stats. Go to the center position. It's even more to the center. 24th, 30th, and 25th in points, rebounds, and assists. Injury news, Trae Young, a game-time decision. I think he's going to play. If you look at AD, he's game-time decision. I think he's going to play as well. LeBron's game-time decision. I think he's going to play. Those two are always game-time decision for the most part. But you never know, dude. They could sit out. AD could have another tummy ache tonight. Who knows? But anyways, I do think they all play. I think the game's going to be semi-competitive. Looking at how the Lakers played last game, they could get blew out. Who knows, dude? It's not a back-to-back tonight, thankfully, for the Lakers. So I think they're going to keep it close. Looking at Capela in his last 20, 13 of 20, he has cashed this. So I like this play, man. I like his double-double as well. If you want to take it, you can come over here to double-double. Where's it at? Okay, so DD2, they changed it. I clicked DD2 not knowing what it was actually, but it used to just, anyway, it used to not say DD2. But regardless, man, you can see double-double. He's only cashed 5 of 23 on the season, so not looking super good. I do see him getting 10 boards. I see him getting 10 points as well. So if you want to risk it with double-double, I do think there's some plays there. But for the free picks, man, PRA is what I'm locking in at 20.5. And I do like this play a lot. You can see a lot of these games, man. You can see most of these games, dude. He has 17 rebounds the last 2 games with 8 and 9 points. They're not quite getting the 10 points for the double-double, but he has come pretty dang close. So Clint Capela is pick number 1. He's not on the 2 apps that I can pull up right now, but I do like that play a lot, and I've got him locked in. So for pick number 2, this one is on Prizepicks. It's going to be our first goblin of the day. It's for our man Paul George. So I'm taking Paul George over 12.5 goblin points. I like this play a lot. We'll pull them up over here on Outlier. If you guys do want a free trial of this Outlier website, you can use our link down in the description. It is absolutely free for 1 week, and it is $20 a month after that if you guys want to keep it. But I do recommend it. It's a great platform. I think it's worth every penny of that 20 bucks, and I like it a lot. So looking at Paul George, he has cashed his 7 of his last 10. Or 7 of his 10 on the season. It's all he's played this season. Head-to-head, he's cashed at 2 of his last 3 versus Orlando. He just played against the Magic on the 15th of November, getting 13 points. Magic don't give up many points, least amount in the league actually, at 103 points per game. If you look at the small forward and power forward, not much better, 2nd and 7th. Guards, it's a little bit better versus guards, and the center is still low. So overall, not many points from the Magic. Paul George hasn't been playing well, though. He just played back on the 3rd 3 days ago. He sat out a couple of games for rest, but he's averaging 29 minutes a game on the season. He's had 13 and a half field goal attempts on the season so far on average. He just had 16 versus Charlotte. His last game versus the Magic, he had 15 field goal attempts and only made 4, still cashing that number. So 27% field goal attempts, or field goal percentage, which is absolutely terrible. I think he's going to do a little bit better tonight. He'd hooked that 1 game, but I like to play for Paul George. I think 12.5 is a little bit low. I also like Maxey, regardless of the people that don't like Maxey. Maxey puts up the shot attempts. Now, Maxey doesn't have a very good field goal percentage, but putting up that many attempts, man, he's shooting like 17 shots per game on average. The dude definitely can get 18 points easily, and I like his 17.5. If you guys want to lock that instead, these are the 2 goblins I like that are on the board right now that you can lock in if you want for Philly. I won't play them together, obviously, because they're going to be fighting for points. But regardless, they both should be able to cash that line pretty easily. But Paul George is what I went with if you guys want to tell my exact play. But jumping into pick number 3, we are jumping over to the Jazz game. I'm taking Walker Kessler. So I'm taking Kessler. I'm taking him over points and rebounds at 21.5. Now this play, I'm not going to say I love it, but I do like this play. Playing against Portland, this should be a competitive match. Looking at Portland, they give up 21st in points, 23rd in rebounds, lots of stats. If you go to the center, it's still 17th and 20th. So they give up a lot of stats to the center position. Head-to-head, he's missed it both games versus Portland he had last season. He hooked it both times for the most part, having 20 in both games. He has cashed this in 4 straight, though. 28, 28, 24, and 28 in his last 4. He's averaging 21.5, which is right below this number on the season. Been a lot of games where he hasn't really come close versus the Spurs, Milwaukee, and I think it's the Spurs again. So it's against the Spurs again. But overall, man, I like this play. He's playing 29 minutes a game. He's actually got 35 and 34 his last 2 games. So he's come up a little bit on these playing times. I think this should be a competitive game. It shouldn't be a blowout. Last season, he only cashed at 7 of 64, but he was averaging 23 minutes a game as well. So minutes are up right now. I think he gets at least 22 PR for us tonight, and I'm going to take a chance on him if you guys want to. If you want to fade it, you're more than welcome. I do think this one's a little bit risky. It's not my favorite play on the board, but I think he is going to cash. So Walker Kessler is pick number 2. I don't think he's on Prizepicks right now, actually. No, he's not. So nothing's on Prizepicks. That one's on Chalkboard. I've already checked it. I've already got it locked in. But Kessler is on the board if you guys want to tell. So pick number 4, this one's not on any platform other than Chalkboard as well, so it's really hard right now. I am sorry. I will check this one more time. It is a Giannis play. Taking Giannis over 4.5 assists. So 4.5 assists. Now, why this is a 1.38x, I don't know. It's a little bit higher on Chalkboard. I think it was close to a 1.5. So the payout right now on Parlay play isn't that good. Unless it just got bumped down. I hope it's not the same on Chalkboard. But I got Giannis at 4.5 assists. I like to play a lot. I think I was getting good value when it first popped up. There's a good chance it got bumped on Chalkboard. If it's 5.5 on Chalkboard, that sucks. I think he cashes 5.5, but I'm taking the value here at 4.5. That's what I'm going to lock in. I've already placed this as a straight bet. I think it was like minus 135 odds when I locked it in as a straight bet. But I'm not going to pull Fliff up right now. But anyway, I like to do on Fliff like minus 130, minus 135, something like that. And I got him at 4.5 assists. So he's cashed at 79% of games, 15 of 19 on the season, averaging 6.63 assists per game. See lots of games he's had over 10, 12, 11, and 11. Playing against Boston tonight. Boston doesn't give up many assists. If you go to power forward, it does go up to 24th, and in small forward, it is first. So they don't give up a whole lot of assists, don't give up a lot of stats in general. Boston's pretty good defensively. Head-to-head, though, he has cashed his 5 straight games versus Boston, every head-to-head. He had 6 and 5 his last 2 games versus Boston this season, and he's averaging almost 6 assists versus Boston. Last season, he cashed at 53 of 73 on the season. Good matchup, man. I like to play. I think it's going to be competitive as long as Giannis plays. So Giannis is game time decision. Middleton's game time decision. Middleton's lines are really, really low. I will say that. Now, he probably will be limited. I'm assuming he's going to be limited. But don't know how many minutes he's going to play, but his lines are super low if somebody wants to take a chance on that. Looking at the Celtics, Porzingis and Tatum are both game time decision. I think they're both going to play. I like Porzingis' PRA. It was at 26.5. I was actually going to lock it in, but it got removed from every platform. So I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know if he's going to play or not. I didn't want to give it. I think Giannis is going to play, and that's why I took this play at 4.5 assists. I love it, man. It's one of my favorite plays on the board for the value that I was getting. Now, looking at it, it does look like it got bumped. Hopefully, it didn't. I think he's okay to take a 5. I think he gets 6 assists, but I'm going to lock in the 4.5 if you guys want to tell what I'm playing. So that's pick number 5. And for the last pick was for a man Lillard. For a man Dame. So taking Dame Lillard, you can get him down to 19.5 on chalkboard. I like his 23.5 points too, but personally, I'm probably going to buy it down. So for the free pick, you can lock in 23.5, 21.5, 19.5. Those are the 3 numbers I like. If you want full payout, I think he cashes it, especially if Giannis is ruled out. If Giannis is ruled out, this becomes a lock. So here's what I'm going to say. This is what we're going to do for the free picks. If Giannis is ruled out, we're playing 23.5. If Giannis stays game time decision, buy this down to 21.5 or 19.5. I'll probably play it at 19.5, take the lower payout, and then pair it with like a regular line and get a double up or a little over a double up. It's probably going to be like a 2.3, 2.4x. But regardless of that, man, that does depend on the way that I want to play this play. So Lillard, 23.5 if Giannis is game time, if Giannis sits. Now, if Giannis sits, this might get bumped up a little bit. So you do have to be wary of that too. But Chris Middleton might play as well, so that will hurt Lillard slightly depending on how many minutes he gets, but who knows. So I like Lillard. Think he's going to have a good game. He's been cashing it. Let's go ahead and pull Lillard up real quick. We'll look at the charts for him. 23.5 points. So Lillard's cashed this to 6 straight games. He's cashed it 12 of 18 on the season. He's a couple games or several games he's had over 30. One game he had over 41 head-to-head. He's only cashed it 3 of 6 versus the Celtics, so he does struggle a little bit versus the Celtics. This season he cashed it 1 of 2, 14 in one game, 33 in the other. Obviously, like I said, Celtics are good defensively. Only give up 7th in the league in points. If you go to point guard, it's 19th. Shooting guard, it's 19th as well. So they give up more to the guard position. I think they're probably going to be able to spread the court a little bit. Lillard's probably going to shoot some threes. Looking at his 3-point attempts, it is 8 per game versus the Celtics. He's hitting 2.8 on average, which is less than 35%. Not super good. He did have that one game where he shot 60%. I think he hits a 2 or 3 threes a night. And looking at his average on the season, he's sitting at 9.3 attempts. So he shoots less 3-point attempts versus the Celtics than he does versus other teams, which actually surprises me slightly. But regardless of that, man, I like Lillard. If you go down to 21.5, well, I can't. But at 19.5, he's cashed at 14 of 18. Obviously, 19.5 is going to be a better play. A 4-point bump or a 4-point discount on that is huge. I think he destroys that line. I think he gets at least 20 points. But either way, you can play it the way you want. So, do think he's going to cash 23.5. Giannis, obviously, is going to be a big factor in that for me. And you can play it any way you want. It looks like it's minus 220 odds at 19.5. So definitely won't straight bet that one. But I'll probably straight bet the 23.5 as well. So those are our picks for today, guys. I'm going to do a little recap because I can't pull these up on these apps, man. It's so terrible not being able to show these right here for my personal mental capacity. Memorizing these is kind of hard. So I have my little list over here. But we got Capela over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We got Paul George over 12.5 points. Walker Kessler over 21.5 points and rebounds, which is my least favorite of the 5. We got Giannis over 4.5 assists. And then we got Lillard over 19.5 to 23.5, depending on Giannis and Middleton status. So, anyways, keep an eye out for the injury news. There is a lot going on here tonight. Obviously, all the games aren't posted. You can see all the games here. I'll go ahead and give you my opinion on the blowout. I think 76ers and Sixers and Magic's going to be close. I think Bucks and Celtics, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think Lakers and Hawks is going to be good. Pacers and Bulls is going to be an insanely fast-paced game. Bulls are on a back-to-back. Vucevic just dropped like 45 PRA. Like that one worries me slightly. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I'm personally staying away from that for now. Kings and Spurs, I think Kings are going to blow the Spurs out personally. Spurs aren't very good. Both teams are on a back-to-back. Don't think the Spurs are going to play too well anyway. But Timberwolves and Warriors, think that one's going to be pretty close. Then we got Jazz and Trailblazers. Think it's going to be pretty close. So overall, decent slate in terms of matchups. I don't think there's going to be that many blowouts, hopefully, because the NBA has been a lot of blowouts lately. But anyways, guys, those are our plays. I do have one shout-out before we end this video. That shout-out is going to be for DGF. If you guys don't know what DGF is, it's an optimizer. It takes all of our plays from our apps like Prizepicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, compares those lines directly to other sports books, and it gives you this percent odds to hit or positive EV value depending on the value you're getting. For example, Paul George under 18.5 points. It's 17.5 on a lot of these platforms, and it's minus 136 or 130 to go under 17.5. So looking at the value at 18.5, you get better value there. It's minus 140 odds. Prizepicks wants this to be as coin flip as possible. Any little bit of edge that you get over the books is going to help. So this just helps you find plays like that, plays that give you the advantage, and that does make it really hard to get the advantage on some of these sports books. So having this platform does help a lot. If you use code ACES, you get 25% off your entire purchase. Link for that is down in the description. But anyways, guys, I know this video is a little bit sloppy, not a lot on the board. I'm tired, so I probably rambled a little bit more than I should have. But anyways, I do want to say thank you. I appreciate every single one of you for the love and support. You guys are very, very kind-hearted in the comments for the most part. I do get some hate, but I mean, that's expected with this business and being on YouTube. So anyways, guys, hope you have an awesome day, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video.